Yes, there is silence from my end. I know I'm a little bit early, but I needed to try this out. I was apprehensive. Oh, we can see a wall. Well, that's a start. Okie dokie. Hopefully, things will stay the way they are meant to stay. So I'm just going to have a little bit of drink of water. I know, because I'm early, don't know if anything is going to show. Denise is here. Hi there. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know if you can hear me all right. Because you're looking at a wall right now, and so I'm just testing if we are in landscape mode. Because if that is the case, and it doesn't switch around on us, then we made it. We made it. We successfully got through. Fantastic. I hope you can hear me. Question mark and 11 seconds delay later. Fantastic. Denise, I hope you are having a wonderful day. Hello, Joe. It's good to see you. Welcome back. Look at this pretty wall. That is right, Carrie. Welcome to the patio. Morten Lund as well. Check this out. Beautiful wall. We're going to change that right now. Here, Fernanda. Oi, Fernanda. I feel alone today. Very much alone. ¿Dónde estás, chica? So this is what you can expect, Fernanda, coming soon to a beautiful Portuguese paradise near you. My next 4 blooms have opened, and he is just looking marvelous. I keep counting because they look like more than just 8 blooms. But I'm amazed at how the first spike that opened, how that actually held up. I had a heat wave come in yesterday. I mean, it wasn't hot for me, but I managed to save cousin It. And I was so concerned about Ciliano. I focused my entire afternoon on him because he was struggling. And he got lots of showers, lots of iced fruit. I really had a hard time keeping him happy. You could see that he was really suffering through the heat. And that was indoors. And I burnt a lot of orchids. So if Woo Woo One is on the replay, I hear you, I feel you, I know exactly what you're dealing with. But I'm going to just post a short for Sunday about all the orchids that got severely burnt. I mean, burnt. Terrible. Some, thankfully, are going to lose their leaves anyway, and others, no dice. So let me just see. I want to make sure that I keep you on stand for now, because we're going to have to turn around, and then we're going to be checking that nothing is too dark. Te estoy haciendo mucho de menos, Fernanda. Aren't they gorgeous? And when I inhale, it's like, oh, I get a hit of cinnamon all the time. Dawn Marie, hello. Welcome to the patio to southern Spain. Hope you're having a fabulous, fabulous Saturday. And you know what? The first time I did today, just as a side note, I actually put my mobile phone on Do Not Disturb. So we have been extremely lucky the past weeks and months of going live. I never had my phone on Do Not Disturb. And when I was trying to figure out if I can get the stream on landscape for this stream, I actually noticed recommendations of putting a phone on Do Not Disturb, and I was like, oh, you nincompoop. We got lucky. Oh, my goodness. There will be a heat wave here again starting tomorrow, and it will last 4 days. I put my recovery file back in the porch during the evening and then put them back. Yeah, bebe, bienvenido. It's so sweet of you to make it. Good morning, beautiful. Christine Thiessen, hello from the USA, over yonder from the pond there. Thank you so much. I hope I said your surname correctly. Thiessen, if it's spelled differently with a Y, you would be in the aristocratic German family, I would say. So anyway, we are good to go. I've got you on my second device. I am now going to try and swing you around gently. Excuse my hydration modus operandi over there. I mean, I'm still not in flip-flops. And fauna and flora were struggling yesterday. I wasn't. I'm like, okay, this is scary because if I can tolerate it was 32 degrees, about 90 Fahrenheit in the shade, and it wasn't supposed to get any higher than that as per my forecast, but it must have gotten over 100 on the patio. And well, who knew? Who knew? That was not forecast. Otherwise, I would have been more vigilant. And because I was messing around with Ciliano a lot in the living room, he was out of his cage for about 5 hours yesterday. I remembered I had, my, how do you say? I had my cousin It in my line of vision. And I thought, no breeze, you look a little bit toasty. And I was looking at the new growths of cousin It because I'm trying to get them ready for winter so they don't decline. And I thought, it's a bit tender this time of year. Your new growths are looking so wonderful. I went to touch the leaves and it was like Scorchio. And I thought, oh, well, on the east side table you go. Speaking of which, I am just going to go and check on him because I did him wrong last year. Just want to make sure he's okay. I have one leaf that I'm looking at. Okay, if I grunt and groan now, it's because I'm lifting, cousin It. Oh my Lord. It's better to be safe than sorry. He's coming on the east side. I have one leaf that I keep an eye on. And if that's a little bit too warm, now he comes onto the east side. Much to the annoyance of my back. Anyway, to the subject matter. Siamese Doll Kiwi. I want to recharge this orchid. I have not cleaned it because I want to show you how an orchid can decline. It can have underlying issues. It's got scale on it at the base. We're going to give this orchid a complete recharge. And then, this is the problem with cousin It. When he comes, it's like, hello, I want to say hello. You can't hardly see him because of all the glare, but there he is. Hello from cousin It. All righty. You're looking mighty fine, mighty fine. Okay, back to the subject matter, and that is enough from you over there. Anyway, so we're going to recharge her because she is growing a new growth, and we're going to put her into lava rock self-watering because Cattlianthe. In the description of this stream, I have put the link to my Cattlianthe orchid care, the quirks, the difficulties, how to work around them, what to be aware of, and every single symptom and sign that I mentioned in that video, this orchid has. Wrinkly leaves in the back, which shouldn't be the case. Maybe I'm going to get you a little bit lower because then we can possibly get a better lighting effect. Will that work? Let me see. So we've got wrinkly leaves. That shouldn't happen, not at this stage. And that means, of course, we've got dead roots in the pot. We've got extremely shriveled structures. Also, dead roots in the pot. We've got scale because the orchid is weakened. So that is typical. But even on a healthy Cattlianthe or any bifoliate orchid, I don't know, these two have a relationship. Scale and bifoliates. Happy days. They love each other. Well, let's put it this way. The scale loves them. I'm not sure the orchid appreciates so much, and neither does the grower. However, I do believe there's hope for this orchid because while rather flimsy, this is the first growth that she has grown as I remember the new growth should be, with nice little freckling of anthocyanin because of how the blooms are. I always admired these growths from her back in her heyday when she was super healthy. Now, I'm going to have to be super careful because you can see how weak the leaf is right here. What are you going to put into it? Any nutrients? I can't put any calcium nitrate in here because the roots are shot. I don't want salt buildup on my media because any root tips that do come out, I'm not aware of because I'm distracted with other things. They will burn. So it's really touch and go, and I hope to bring this leaf through. I remember doing my Zagari Wax African Beauty and promptly snapped off one of her newest much needed leaves. So from start to finish, recharge. We're probably also going to take off some pseudobulbs. You see my one single root there? Oh, yikes. I hope more comes. This one already looks like it's going to stop growing. And this is why I'm thinking underlying issues. This is not fertilizer burn. This, to me, has the F-bomb written all over it. Oh, we are going to have a nice long chat after this because I don't think this is going to take that long. Because I'm not even going to take off many of the dead roots. I want them to be my buffer. Oh, there's a viable root here. Oh, there's hope. There's more hope. There's another viable root here. Of course, these are all goners. We've got a desperately trying viable root here. Yay! So you see, I'm not even going to address any of the roots here. I'm not taking any off apart from what comes off when I address the back. Look at this. I hope you can see the scale. You have no idea how difficult it was for me not to address that scale. I'm like, no, I want to show the real deal when I go live for this orchid. So for the past 5 days, I've been looking at this and I thought, just as long as they stay in the back, that was the only grace I was going to give myself. As long as they stay in the back, the minute they migrate to the front, then I'm going to interfere. But you can see the scale. This is dead. This is all dead stuff here from previous treatments. But we have some more right here. I don't believe that's dead. It's half and half. Some crawlers were there, but the main body was dead. So now you're probably going to say, if I find Fusarium, am I going to treat her? Only with bleach, because I didn't want to put up a whole mixture of Physan 20 in case we don't find Fusarium. So I'm just going to be dabbing her with bleach at the rhizome plus cinnamon and then continue to watch, observe, and monitor. Now, I was going to take a toothbrush and get rid of this scale, but seeing as we're going to cut into the rhizome, why bother? It's going to go on the burn pile. Check this out, right here. We don't have a burn pile. No, of course it's not going to go on a burn pile, but back in the day, when we were allowed to do such shenanigans, we would have had a burn pile. Okay, all this is going to go. 1, leafless, 2, leafless. Then we've got the back one is leafless as well. And we come to, there's more. Woo, we're going to take quite a chunk off, which is risky, okay? Also in my video, I said because of the bifoliates mainly having small structures, small pseudobulbs, they don't have that much storage reserve. And then all these things in the back are storage reserves. But if we're going to do this, I'm going to do this right. And if I lose her, well, then at least it wasn't for the lack of trying. But I want to get rid of as many of the structures in the back that I can. Not because it's ugly, but because I want to see if I'm going to hit a clean rhizome with my first cut. Otherwise, we'll be here waiting until my secateurs are once again sterilized. Let's see if with this one cut we don't find anything. A ver. For the squeamish and the scale. I hope that's in focus. It's difficult for me to tell. I don't see anything. I don't see anything. Yay. So the Leca and the evaporative cooling and my winters did the number. Okay, I'm going to put her down. I'm going to check the comments. I want to know your opinion. Let me know what you think, what you see. I heard that with bifoliate orchids such as the Cattleya hybrids that they really need more air around their roots. That is very true. And when I did that, mine died anyway. My Cattleya is no more. But again, Joe, I had her for 2 years in Leca and self-watering. She was doing well because I was using heat mats. And when that stopped, I moved her into lava rock, maybe a little bit too late, but no, she didn't make it. Bebe says, I also have this doll. It's very beautiful, but it can be a difficult one. Yes, that is correct. Orchid Ninja Julie-san, woohoo! Cartwheels around the patio. Hello. Now go to sleep, girl. I know. I appreciate that you're here. It is a beautiful day. I am loving it. I don't think we're going to need more higher temperatures before I go into flip-flops. But anyway, so I would love to replace the Cattleya one day, but didn't make it. It was, I put it into medium-sized lava rock in a semi-hydro setup the way I would grow my Rapiculus Lalias, not self-watering, and it didn't like it at all. Okay, Julie, thank you so much. Put me on mute because you're going to have squeaky tires in the background and other things. Yo, the first video was about Fusarium. Oh man, I wish I didn't even have enough material for that subject for a playlist. Got a whole playlist of that. Oh, it's horrible. Anyway, may nobody ever need to deal with it. Okay, what we're going to do is dab a little bit of bleach on there and get myself a nice clean looking fingernail. And then we're also going to dab some cinnamon. And I'm only dabbing bleach on there now because I actually prepared a little tub of bleach. So I feel like I should use it. Otherwise, no specific reason for putting bleach on there if I had, without any kind of a purple ring. But I can assure you that I am relieved because once we figure out, for example, it is not Fusarium, the next level would then be the setup. And that is what we're going to be working with for the months and hopefully years to come, that this orchid will stay in the collection. And we will have her back in bloom maybe in 3 years. I still have my leaf. Yay! Let me put my cinnamon powder away because I don't want any of that getting on that one single root tip. So I did try to mist this orchid on a regular basis, but maybe yesterday also did a number on her. Now, next step. You can go into bleach because you need to sterilize anyway. And what else do I want? Where's my mister? There it is. Let's clean her up a little bit at least. Get some of the gunk off. And like I said, I'm not cutting any roots. I love lava rock, but I cannot tell you how apprehensive I am when it comes to repotting orchids that were grown in lava rock. So I'm keeping my roots as they are, and it makes me feel even better because we don't have Fusarium. So it's not like I'm carrying something over. Now, we also do not have any scale at the base, at this end, that I can see. I had my toothbrush at the ready in case there's something, but I think it's a dead body. Benaki, thinking is not knowing. A ver. There's a little something. This toothbrush is extremely important on the patio. Baby brush, soft bristles. Okay, now, fresh tray. New pot, and let's see, I've prepared 2 pot sizes. Ooh, we're going to need the tweezers. I've prepared 2 pot sizes because I'm not entirely sure how much time I want to give this orchid, whether I want to put it in a bigger pot with large chunky lava rock, and I want to make that decision here and now. Oh, sorry if I spooked you guys. My orchid almost, leaf, no. No, 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 please. Okay. Phew. You can tell I'm apprehensive. Okay. She almost fell off the tray. Alrighty, so where's the support? We will need that. And we can now untangle the wire. So, while I do that, let me check the comments again. Heavy rain is there. Systemic solution for Fusarium. Well, Joe, I can tell you all the hard-hitting products are in the United States. They're not legal here in Europe. It's hope and pray is our main systemic. But if you Google Fusarium for the United States and see the products there, you will find them. And you will be successful with that. So you said heavy rain here, and my Cattleyas are due for watering, but last time a couple got fungus gnats. Good, good. They're just a nuisance. They don't hurt anything. They're just a nuisance. Well, being in the UK, Denise, you probably will not have the option to purchase it either. But I would go with any regular fungicide and then hope. And like I did, get as many of the back structures off, leaving as much of at the front of the orchid, and hopefully cut into clean tissue. And that's 0 joules. Hello, England, España, España. Football's coming home. Maybe. Yeah, I have 5 and 20 for that as well. Woohoo! I'm working towards having a time off tomorrow so I can sit and watch. Okay, so what we're going to do is probably put her into the bigger pot. I can multitask. I can talk to you and make that decision. Can you believe it? Sometimes ye old grey cells still work. Amazing. Gives me hope. Alrighty. Okay, so we're going to go same size pot, just a new one, because this is from the old set, and I'm always wary about these rims breaking. So, same size pot. We're not changing that at all. I've got my tag, and get ready for the potting up. Ooh, I need my lava rock, which is over here. Nice big chunky lava rock. All right. Let's get you in a little bit higher. Woohoo, the glare is going. Okay, let's get you. There we go. Got me my lava rock. Remove the pot. And whatever leca sticks on any of the roots, I'm also leaving that. The less interference, the better. Okay, you stay there. And you, let's see, come on, come on, come on. You're probably thinking, why isn't she putting water in? Not yet. I'm wondering if my lava rock is going to even fit. But I think, am I even in shot? Yes. But I think this is going to be great. Actually, better than expected even. I thought it was going to be far too big. See, I have a lot of chunky lava rock. But it doesn't matter. The roots are dead. So, of course, I'm contemplating making my life easier and going with smaller lava rock. But it doesn't have to be surrounded. We just need some media that the orchid can grab onto. Watch that leaf, woman. That the orchid can grab onto. This is not about, this is like growing in a wet, dry cycle, but for a very dry climate, using self-watering as my humidity. That's all it is. And hopefully, when more roots grow, we are going to be able to get them to grow down and search out that humidity and not up and over. Just watch that leaf. It is so important. Okay. There we go. See. And she is not going to grow another lead in the back. So I am going to make a conscious effort to keep her in the back. Now, the risk is put water in and she starts to float around on us. And there's only one way to find out. We're going to do it. I prefer that. The alternative is that the lava rock is going to start to come down on whatever is left that's viable. Bifoliates also dumping their roots happily, so whatever we saw now that was viable, in a week it may not be anymore. There we go. And now, if this was a normal video, I will be doing a lot of editing so that you don't have to watch me putting in the lava rock. But you're here, so watch me put lava rock into a pot. I think it's awesome that you're here. I love it. I love it. There we go. Let me get my phone here so I don't miss comments while I'm doing this. Viva España, ole, 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 ole. Orchid Ninja Bruce son, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're on the links. Speaking of links, it's the Scottish Open. And they've had some fantastic weather, which is unusual, but it's so weird to see how in Scotland everybody's got hoodies on, wind jackets. It must be freezing, and that's their summer. Yikes. Thank you for supporting Spain, Orchid Ninja Bruce son. That's very sweet of you. Let me tell you, I have so many friends from my past in the UK. There's one thing that tells me I would like Spain to win because at least Germany lost against the champions then. That would help a little bit. But at the end of the day, if football is coming home, at least we can then it'll be the end of the moaning from the British. Sorry, the English. At least we don't have to listen to that anymore. You're welcome, Denise. I don't know who else is in the UK who's in the chat, but and the Open, yes, absolutely. I hope that Mr. Ahlberg from Sweden is going to win the Open. I mean, he can also win the Scottish Open if he wants to, but then also please win the major. I want him in his debut year to actually win a major because he is a superstar. Really nice guy. Like him a lot. Okay, where did that go? Okay, at least Puppy won't chew on lava rock. So, Joe said, for my Cattleya hybrid, it came with a dried up flower, no spikes on Cattleya's, but after repotting it made 2 roots at the top, but one already grew out of the pot. Yeah, they are wanderers. Let me tell you something. If I do get a Cattleya replacement, she is going on a mount. Because when that time comes, I'm going to think positively here, so give this live stream a thumbs up if you haven't already. Get me into the algorithm. When the time comes, I'm going to be better equipped to care for these warm to hot growers that will do better on the mount during the winter. So watch out. Watch out when the time comes. We'll be discussing so many other things instead of me saying, when my circumstances change, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I know. But what if he doesn't? It's too risky. Too risky, Bob's son. So, I don't even know who's the favorite there. This is going beautifully. I love it when a plan works out. Oh, we need to be stable. That is the most important thing. We can put in a few more. There's more of the chunky stuff where that came from. There we go. You know what's really funny? My Cattlianthe Siamese that I got from the Orchid room, It's loving Leca and self-watering. Absolutely loving it. But it's the exception. That's why when I put a video out about what to be careful of with bifoliates, the general consensus is if you cannot provide warm feet throughout the winter, do not use Leca on bifoliates. Let my lesson make your life easier. There we go. How are you now? Yeah, you're great. You are amazing. And you're going to grow beautifully. Dear Root, okay? It's up to you now to do the heavy lifting. Just going to drain her a little bit. And there will be lots and lots of misting. Maybe I should support this new growth. We can fuss with that when I'm not on a live stream. Yay! I got that done. Can't tell you how much that scale bothered me. Everything else looks to be okay. Let me see, because I've got my alcohol here for eventualities. Whoop, we got that glare going. So we're going to move the tripod. There. Let's move this way. Let's have another little... No. This was better. King, your tail. His excuse is, I'm under the table, I'm not under your tripod. But his tail is sticking out. Okay, so let's have a little look-see and see if we see anything. Because I also have my rag here. We can use that, seeing as it's up. That was a bad idea. Just one moment. I got water on you guys, sorry. I hope you didn't feel that. And if I start typing silly things, it's because I'm wiping the screen. Hey, water and electronics, what can go wrong? So let me see. Was there something under there? The ones here are history. Is there something under there? Nope. The new growth is clean, super important. I've got my leaf. Look, I still have the leaf. Okay, stop fussing with it because that'll snap it. Just watch. Just because, aha! No, we're not doing that. There were some crawlers. We're not doing that. Okie dokie. So, I still have a few more repots to do, but they are very nasty root repots. I think it just takes too long on a live stream. And the only reason I want to repot one orchid is because the pot is broken. And I would do the repot without new roots and then see what happens. Hecho. We're done. Thank you for watching. Bye. Just kidding. Oh dear. Sorry about the silliness. Is Fernanda still here? I was hoping to share a 1-minute video I took yesterday of my young Purpuratus. It has some marks on one of the leaves. Go ahead and share it, even if she's not here. Go ahead and share it, Joe. Not sure if it's sunburn or infection, so I wanted to get an opinion from everyone today. Well, if you share it and you're asking people to go watch it, you're going to take people out of the stream. This channel needs all the views, but we can all watch it afterwards. Fran, it's good to see you. Welcome. Thank you for your email. I appreciate it. At least you're the only Fran that I know. So I'm assuming that was you. So if you want to share it, go ahead, Joe. But I'm going to ask everybody to please stick around in the stream until it ends. So that, it's kind of important. Hint, hint. Okay, wait a minute. There's something I can bring for us to have a look at, maybe. Do I have anything? Yeah, I suppose we can look at that. Why not? I wanted to show you in a short, but you are here, so I'm going to show you here, because you deserve to get the scoop. Because my Hawaiiara lava burst on my scrubby pad is in beast mode after many years. of rescue. So come with me. Come with me. Don't be shy. Come with me. Mind the cables. Don't trip on the cables. Let me take that out of your way. Come with me. Come with me. Let me show you my Hawaiiara lava burst. A ver, ¿dónde estás? Aquí no. Boom. Oh, I'm so relieved we're landscape. Okay. And up and up and up we go. Look at her. Look at her. Look at that spike. This orchid was in dire straits. Fine roots. I got the Leca ratio wrong the first time she arrived on the patio. My channel started in 2020 and she was desperate. I didn't think she would ever make it. So we put her on a scrubby pad, like for the pans and pots and pans pad. It's really, really firm. The scrubby pad has endured now 4 years. And you can see in the back, yeah, we've got good roots. But what I want to show you as well, look at what is happening in the front. Look at the size of the roots. Ah, this is amazing. Can you see the spindly roots in the back? This is how they used to be. This is how they are. So before, after, before, after. Isn't that awesome? And look at the growth as well. This new growth right here. It's beautiful. This leaf was also very nice. This one's blooming, but it's a different caliber of growth and roots. And this is the best spike I have had from her since she arrived. She's one of my OGs of 2018. I didn't know any of you yet then. I saw some of you in the comments of other channels, but okay. Excuse me over the hedge, please. I'm filming. Silence. All right? Silence. Thank you. Anyway, try to showcase a mount. It'll just keep moving. But isn't that awesome? Applause, applause, applause. There was a channel, I don't know if any of you remember that, called Duchy and Orchids. I was always Google-eyed about her Hawaiiara lava burst, and I thought, yeah, I've lost mine. And she had spikes. I mean, maybe her plant was also a bit bigger, or maybe mine will now also get to a larger size. But she had Hawaiiara lava burst in a basket, and it was just impressive. I didn't think there was anything miniature about it at all. So, success. Really happy. Okie dokie. I love that. I absolutely love that, you know. It all started with Michael McCarthy, Debbie. When I was mounting, and I mentioned in a very, very early video of mine, I said that I can't afford the EpiWeb. And he said, why don't you use a kitchen scrubby pad? And the rest is history. So I went through the whole rigmarole with my inorganic mounts. And he was the one that inspired me to do this. Ever so grateful. And that's why you see most of my cork mounts still have the inorganic, some scrubby pad, some with a hob filter material. I'm not removing that, I'm just leaving it. I think it's better for the roots to do well as opposed to me insisting on aesthetics. Double spiking on your first mounted orchid, that is amazing. What's the name of this orchid? I'm going to type it in, Morton. I'm reconnecting the stream. We're back. Sorry about that. I know it was just frozen for a hot minute there. Amazon delivery messed up my signal. Linda, hello. Yes, you are, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The city bus is still going around and around. You're very, very welcome. Now, I don't know if I was cut off at that moment, but Morton, if you see Hawaiiara lava burst, if you're Googling it and something else comes up with lava burst, it is the same orchid. The names have changed. So I don't know where at the moment the screen froze. So it's from Asia, and flowers are green with a pink and white lip. Nice. But we don't have an ID? I know, right, Debbie? Another great idea from Michael. Amazing. As long as I'm not burping in your ear. That's it, I tell you. So, I don't see Monsieur Julien San. I was hoping that his Brassavola was doing okay, seeing as that was the video that came out today. I had him on my mind. She's not fragrant, if anybody wants to know. That's the only downside, but she blooms for ages, at least 3 months. And you can see that I've left the older spike on because I wanted to start timing how long it takes for her to rebloom. Because normally I like to cut them off, blah, blah. But this was more of a test to show as the new spike was growing, I saw it had a different circumference. And I thought, hello, who are you? Anyway, so I left that on and you can see the length of the previous spike. It's been doing that for the past years. And now we've got that. Amazing. Super pleased. Alrighty. What do we got? I probably started all over again with the timer. So has anybody got any questions? Just to check, make sure that I don't waste your time on the patio here with me. If you have any questions, let me know. But Joe, do you not have an ID for that orchid? Flowers are green with a pink and white lip. Pink and white lip. Is it Vandaceous? Is it like a Phalaenopsis? Oh, there we go. The Gastrocylus japonicus. Got it. Sorry, I just scrolled up. Sorry, my bad. Scroll. There we go. Thank you, Joe. Sorry about that. And the good Nanya. Hello, the good Nanya. I hope Clyde is doing well. The good Nanya is a fabulous channel. She started a choir for YouTube, the Clip Clop Choir. Oh, I had so many laughs when I listened back to that stream. I was wondering, how are they going to get around the delay, the 10, 11 second delay? It certainly was interesting and so much fun. Thank you, the good Nanya, for joining in and saying hello. I appreciate you so, so much. Hang on sorry, that's not me. That's not me. No, that was a moped. It can come across as a bodily function, but it's not. I think I've got to stop. Isn't it terrible? Do people that laugh at their own jokes make you mad? Do you get frustrated by people like that? I'm sorry. Okay, it does. Okay. Oh. Well, Bebe, what did I do different at the start of the season when the temperature started to be a little bit more, and I could go a little bit more gung-ho? I tripled the calcium nitrate that I put on this orchid. So instead of me tiptoeing around 50 parts per million, I went to 150 parts per million. If there is anything, sorry, seeing your laughing faces. If there's anything, then if you would like to try putting in some more CalMag, more calcium nitrate, and see what happens. Because, yeah, this was unexpected, but it was very, very welcome. Somebody says, you get silly when you're tired or it's a heat stroke. Well, I can eliminate the second one. There's no heat stroke going on here at all. It's very pleasant in the shade. And I think I've got all my orchids. Oh, I burnt my rescue tolumnias as well. So they're going to be gone. Anyway, yeah, just watch out. I may not do a full feature-length video. I don't know. But I'm going to put up a short of my burnt orchids. So just watch out for that. It's going to be something like cooking with orchids or something like that. Cooked orchids. Something like that. It's bad. I've never had it this bad. Anyway. Yes, but you need to, the thing is with Epsom salts, Joe, you need to actually put those in maybe 2 or 3 months before the heat comes because of the orchid's slow metabolism. So if I see a weather forecast, I'm going to have a day with higher temperatures than the average normal temperatures this time of year. There's no point me doing it a week in advance. It won't have any effect at all. So I always just rely on the calcium and magnesium that they get, and then I need to be more vigilant. But honestly, I when I saw cousin it, I thought, why didn't I think of my nobly orchids, you know, and my cymbidium? I don't know what I could say. Yes, I had Ciliano to tend to and to keep him cooled down and make sure he doesn't, fall off his perch and he stays around. But why? So I saw cousin it and I brought him over. I'm on the east side. Why did I not think of the other ones? That makes me so mad. Orchid Ninja Bob Sun in the house. Been thinking of you since I scorched my orchids. And I know that you bring your babies inside now. So good morning. So nice of you to join in. Another scooter is going by. Sorry about that. Keep talking. Maybe I can talk over the noise. But yeah, I did a scorchio on my orchids. Cooking with orchids. Yeah, I'm something. It'll be something like that. I tell you. There was absolutely, it was stupid. Just stupid. Mad, mad, mad. Anyway, if nothing else, I am going to love and leave you. And thank you so much for joining, and ask you as well to please keep your fingers crossed for my Siamese Doll Kiwi. At least now, there's no excuse. From the orchid, at least, there's no excuse. I come up with a million excuses. It's only 110. Okay. Yeah, right. Well, you see, my orchids had a problem yesterday with anything above 90. And I should have thought better. I have never seen such a horrible looking Dendrobium nobile. Ugh. I'll show you. You'll see it. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody, for being here. And if you've watched the replay, I know I keep forgetting you. I am so sorry. There's so many moving parts in a stream. I want to say thank you if anybody comes and watches the replay to the end. Know that you're appreciated. I wish you a fabulous rest of your day, weekend, whenever we should see ourselves in the comments again. But make sure that you stay safe, please. Take care. Bye.